What's going on, guys? This is Derek from Fat Planet LP, and I have got a new Let's Play for you today. This is called Spacebase DF9. This is a space colony building / survival simulator. It's also kind of like a psychological simulator. Bunch of different stuff that they have added in this. This is from an indie development company called Double Fine Productions. It is available on Steam. I believe I picked this up for around $14, I think. $13, $14. It's very entertaining. It is still in early alpha. I will warn you that. They have a lot of stuff planned for the game. If you want to go look it up, Spacebase DF9 on Steam. It is on a holiday sale right now, so if this looks like something that would be interesting to you, I definitely encourage you to at least check it out and see what you think. Definitely follow along this LP series. I think I'll be doing plenty of episodes of it as development continues. I definitely have a good time with it, but it is very challenging. So, first of all, we're at the screen here. And this little screen is where we're going to start our base. The stuff that you see up in here, the stellar density, that is how much like asteroids and matter and stuff like that is going to be in our area, and that is essentially our building materials or our income, you know, stuff like that. It's what we need to build the base and feed people with. So we want that relatively high. The warp gate proximity, the closer we are to it, the more ships that will come to our base, the more chances we have for an engagement. Threat factor is kind of self-explanatory. That is how often we will expect to see raiders or people that are pretty much up to no good. And the magnetic interference is how many derelict ships and stuff like that will be in the area and bases that we can explore. I'm not too really worried about that, but the threat factor, the warp gate proximity, and the stellar density is something that is kind of very important to me. Now, in this area here, I was kind of exploring around before. See, there we go. I was kind of finding something. There we go. High, low. Can we find something that's very high? Is that possible now? Semi-low, high, high. I'd really love to find extremely low for the threat factor, but it doesn't look like we're going to find that. Let's see. All right. See, now I lost my spot. I think we'll just stick to. I think we'll stick to that there. Black zone, 22-31. Our stellar density is high. The threat factor is low. We're very close to our warp gate, so I think that'd be great. If you guys want to pause it here, this will kind of explain the things a little bit more than what I did. But we're going to accept this, and we're going to deploy. Now, the moment we hit deploy, we are going to have spacemen. They will be in suits. And they're going to be on oxygen. Definitely takes a long time to send that shuttle out there. Well, it's not technically a shuttle. It's more of a space pod. Alright. Now, what we need to do is go to our roster. These are the people that we have currently. And these are the skills that every one of them has. And this is the level of skill that each one of them possesses. Now, the first thing I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to turn this down a tiny bit because it is very loud for some strange reason. Alright, so we have a level 3 builder, which is great, but for right now we want everybody building. okay? And they will increase their stats too. okay? The longer you have somebody assigned to a specific task, the better they get. Up to 4 stars, which it will turn completely green. And that's great. We want everybody to be 4 stars, at least on a few skills, so that way we can intermix them, and if we have an attack and we lose somebody, they'll be able to take over that job without too many problems. Now we're going to construct. Here's our little seed thing that we got sent in. This has no use to it, like, at all. Like, this thing is dead now. In fact, we can deconstruct that if we want to. We're very close to some asteroids here, which is great. We can zoom out, see this entire area. Look at this. It's completely full. There's plenty here. So I want to start building our base relatively close to some of these asteroids. Now we're going to start out with a room. We can build rooms, walls, floors, objects, and then we can demolish. Now it looks like it's pretty simplistic, but it gets a little deeper than that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to build an airlock of some sort. So let's go ahead and make I'd say that's big enough for an airlock. Well, let's do one more. I forgot how big these doors are. That should be good enough. 3 by 2. No, we'll do a 3 by 3. Yeah, 3 by 3 is definitely, and it's going to take 168 matter. Matter is, again, what we use to construct. We can get more matter by mining the asteroids, but that's really not going to do us any good without a refinery right now. So the number one thing we want to do is we want to get these guys out of their spacesuits as soon as possible. Primarily because, well, you know, it's just not going to last them forever. So let me plan this a little bit. We got our airlock here. What are we going to do from here? Can we build... There we go. Is it just a by one, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do a hallway. Yeah, see, that's going to go through the seed. I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's cancel it. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's build it over here. Let's do a 5 by 4. That'll work, right? Yeah. That'll be fine. A 5 by 4. And then we'll have our hallway come down here. Now we're just going to build this kind of small at first because the important thing is to get our necessities running for right now. And we can always expand these out. These rooms can definitely be bigger. Now, as you can see over in this area right here that pops up, this kind of gives us a hint to what we can put in this room. So right now we can make 2 matter refineries, we can do 4 space beds, or we can do 6 oxygen recyclers. The oxygen recyclers is what, that's pretty much what's going to provide the oxygen. I mean, I know that's kind of self-explanatory, but, you know, still. Each oxygen recycler is going to provide 3 people with oxygen. So right now, technically we only need 1, but very early on you're going to start getting people visiting, so it's good to be able to expand this. Is this going to be good enough for now? I think it probably will be. Yeah. Let's do that. Hopefully this isn't going to be too big. And then from here, we can build a floor. Is that a 5 by 5? I think so. 5 by... Oops. let's go ahead and confirm that. Okay, there's only one angle, unfortunately, right now, but I'm sure they're going to add the ability to angle this thing later on. So right now they're going to construct the base, which is good, because as you can see, they only have a limited supply of oxygen. We have 7 minutes and 26 seconds on each of these guys. We're going to go ahead and speed this up. Hopefully they can get this built pretty fast, so we can get some oxygen in here. And start getting our star base built. I really enjoyed this game. The first couple times I actually played it, I kind of derped through it, and my guys died in space. Like, I mean, they literally died. They were just floating there. Like, the game was just pretty much over at that point. And that kind of sucked. Alright. Alright. About done. Get them walls built. Okay, what do we got now? We got 52% oxygen left. That's great. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to select this room, and we need to make it an airlock. This room is going to be life support, and that will allow us to put the different objects in there. So we're going to go to Construct, Object, and we're going to want airlock doors. That's very important, you know. I mean, this is an airlock after all. Can we not put the air... Oh, no. Okay, whew, that scared me. Okay, get them airlock doors built there. We're also going to want to build life support, the oxygen recyclers. 2 for now is good. That'll support up to 6 people. Let's go ahead and get them doors built. Alright, so now we got oxygen flowing. We got lights on. They haven't done anything with, like, the reactors and stuff like that. If you look in here... Is it even here? Okay, maybe there's not. Maybe it's not even here. Okay, it is here. There's not a reactor level right now. That's not implemented yet. Later on in the game, that will be put in, and you'll actually have to maintain a reactor to keep powering your base. But right now, there's not. Now, why this guy is wandering around with only 35% oxygen, I don't have a clue. We're gonna need to construct... Let me see here. We're gonna need another door. We just need a normal door. There we go. Now, that person's out of their spacesuit. I got the door built. Why is that? Oh, okay. Okay, there's one more thing we need to build. I forgot about this. The airlock. We need the spacesuit locker. This is very important. You don't technically need 2, but 1 looks kind of ghetto just sitting there. There we go. Now he can come back in here. Excellent. Now we're good. Once they take their suit off, it's back to 100% oxygen. So we're good now. Now what I want them to start doing is I want to cancel that. This room here, it's not technically a room. This is actually a little bit of a glitch that people have found out. And the developers actually thought it was a really good idea, so they never took it out. They're allowing you to do it, which is just awesome. We are going to put... What? Tell me, that wasn't set as a reactor, did I? No, it's refinery. Good. Okay. What we get to do now is we can put a refinery right here. Now, the cool thing about that is when they're out here mining... Now, they don't have to come all the way in the airlock and go inside the base to put the asteroid pieces into the refinery and make that into matter. they can actually just fly up to it, out in space, input it, and go right back into mining, which saves a ton of time. Now we got an incoming ship that's been spotted in the distance. Hopefully it's not raiders. It's usually never is. It's probably going to be another colonist of some sort. Why didn't that not go down? It charged me, did it not, for that reactor? It did charge me for that, right? I don't remember. Okay, maybe it didn't. Maybe I didn't place it down. Now somebody should go out there. They should get... Okay, here we go. Greetings, we are from the 6th Galatrovnikon sector in the Vorpalon quadrant. We just awoken from our cryogenesis after 10,000 years or so of cruising around on autopilot. We need a place to stay. Do you have room aboard your base? Vorpalon quadrant. They make the best nutrient paste out there. We'd love to have you aboard. Absolutely. And they're going to have a little shuttle come out here. Alright. Now we have a new citizen. Adage. So let's check our roster. What is Adage good at? Adage is a good botanist. We're not going to have a botanist just yet. So we will select you as a builder. You're going to be 2 miners. Actually, we're going to need a technician too. It's very important that we have a technician because they keep the machines running. So let's go ahead and select them as a technician. I kind of want more than just 1 miner though, to be honest. You know what? Let's do this a smart way. You're a 3-star technician. Let's select you as that. We can do 1 builder for now, and we'll get a bunch of mining done. Alright? So let's go ahead and mine that area right there. Let's confirm it. And he's going to go out there. Excellent. So now we have a very minimal base set right now. One of the first things I'm going to want to build that I forgot about in my last one. Excuse me. I won't even be edited out. You know how I roll. We're going to need a food replicator. That way they can eat. Another thing we're going to want is an emergency alarm in each one of these areas. Another thing we're going to want is a fire extinguisher. That's going to be very, very important. One in that area is going to be fine. Now what the alarms do is when you select them, it sounds an alarm in that specific room. Everybody runs out of that room. Now why is that important? Well, because believe it or not, in space, you can have fires. This is an oxygenated environment. Fires can start by gunfire. It can start by meteor showers. There's a lot of disasters that can happen, and believe me, they happen. So that will allow us to save our colonists, because if they get hit by a meteor, I mean, let's face it, if you get hit by a meteor in the head, chances are you're probably not going to be living, okay? It's probably going to vaporize you, you know? I mean, if we're talking a reality here. So that is going to allow us to have them exit the room. I'll even show you what this is like. Bow. The alarm's on. They don't have an alarm sound right now, but I'm sure they'll put one in. And that will keep people out of this room for now. We can turn it off like nothing ever happened, and people will go back in that room. So now we need to get working on... See, there we go. Now we're getting more matter, which is great. So let's start some more construction here. I want a dormitory. Now, I can build people each individually their own room, technically, which you know, we're right next to here. We're going to get plenty of matter. Let's just go ahead and do it. But first, the number one thing I want to build, which will definitely attract people to our base. Let's get this hallway expanded out a lot more. Alright, there is good. I don't know how big I want this to be honest. I guess that far will be good. Sure. That'll work. Why not? That would be perfect. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Oh, it's only 874. Alright, we need to cancel it for now. We can go ahead and get him started, though. Let's get him started on the hallway. Let's have him do a jump start. Go ahead and confirm that. Get somebody building that. Alright, acknowledge that. We're low on matter. Yes, we know. We know. We're doing it. It's getting done. Don't worry. But anyway, this is going to be episode 1 of Starbase, what is it, D9, D79? I don't even remember what it is. It's Starbase. Let's just call it Starbase, all right? Or Spacebase, excuse me. My God, I can't even get my LP right. Jesus. Spacebase, yes. This is going to be the first episode of Spacebase. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you do, please stand by. There's going to be a lot more episodes of this. I will do at least a few in this recording session, and I will determine if we're going to continue the series based upon your input. So leave a like if you want to support the series. And leave a comment. Let me know. Hey, you know, I definitely want to see this. I'm not really into this. You know, go ahead and like the video anyway, just to show me some support. You know, it doesn't have to support the series, technically. It goes to support me. But leave a comment and let me know, you know, if you want to see this this kind of LP on my channel. It is a little something different. You know, it's kind of out of the whole zombie genre and stuff like that. So, yeah. You know, I don't have Chris around. I don't have anybody else. It's just me. So, you know, it's a little bit different. I'm trying to get back into the just me solo type thing right now. I mean, this is definitely a single-player game as of right now. So, you got to deal with just me at the moment. So, let me know in the comments if you want to support this series, and we'll go from there. All right? I'll see you guys on episode 2. Thanks for watching.